Hello, dear students in choueifat school, grade 7. This is Wael Bashuri, math and physics teacher. In this video, I'm going to explain section 2 in chapter 1, which is rational numbers. So let's start. First example here we have express each of rational numbers in decimal form. This is very easy. In order to do that, you divide numerator by denominator. So for example, here you have 8 over 5. How can you convert this into decimal? You can do long division. So you can do long division. Here you have 8 divided by 5. 8 divided by 5 is 1. 1 times 5 is 5. Subtraction, you get 3. 3 cannot be divided by 5, so that's why you add decimal here and 0 here. 30 divided by 5, you get 6. 6 times 5, you get 30. And then here, subtraction 0, 0. This is the way you convert decimal into fraction into decimal. Let's now move to something more difficult. Okay, here we have converting decimal into fraction. For example, if you want to convert 4.32 into fraction, you can write it this way. 4.32 can be written as 432 divided by 100. Then you can start simplifying this fraction into the simplest form. For example, you can divide by 2 up and down, then by 2 again until you get simplest form, until you write it in simplest form. So let's see something harder than this. Okay, here this is one of the most difficult problems usually the students face. Converting recurring decimal into fraction. Okay, this is called recurring decimal. How to convert recurring decimal into fraction? In this activity, for example, we have 5.111. We want to convert it into a ratio of 2 integers. So how do you start? We start by labeling 5.111, calling it x or labeling it x. So for example, we say x equal 5.1111 and so on. Okay, here one number or one digit is repeated. That's why we multiply both sides of this equation by 10. So if I multiply both sides of the equation by 10, let me see what I get. So here I do times 10 and here times 10. Remember, as I said, because one digit here is repeated. If two digits are repeated, we multiply by 100. So here we say 10x is equal to, we move decimal one place to the right, it becomes 51.1111 and so on. Next step, we subtract these two amounts. So let me arrange them under each other to subtract them. In order to do that, you have to arrange decimal under decimal. So if you arrange them, let me now erase this. Now if you arrange x here is equal to, remember decimal under decimal, so decimal here 1 1 1 1, then here you have 5. Next step, you do subtraction. So subtraction of these will give you final result. Now if you subtract 10x minus x, you get 9x. So here you have 9x equal. Now here if you subtract from right, 1 minus 1 is 0, and 1 minus 1 is 0, 1 minus 1 is 0, and so on. Then when you reach the decimal, take it down. So the decimal is here and 0.0 here. Now 51 minus 5 is 46. So here you write 46. So here 46.0. Next step, I divide both sides by 9 here and by 9 here. Cancel 9 and 9. You get x equal 46 over 9. 46 over 9, and that is the answer to this question. Okay, this is the way you can solve it. If you want, pause the video and resolve it again in order to make sure that you can do it in the exam or in any quiz or test. Okay, so let's now take another example. So for example here, you have 2 digits are repeated, 4.32, 32, 32. So we start exactly the same way. Let's write x equal 4.32, 32, 32, and so on. Because 2 digits are repeated, we multiply both sides of the equation by 100, which means I want to multiply by 100 here and also 100 on the other side. So times 100. Now let's see what we get. Now here we get 100x is equal to, now you move the decimal 2 places to the right, you get 432.32, 32, 32, and so on. Okay, next step, you have to subtract these two amounts. But remember, when you subtract these two amounts, you have to arrange the decimal under the decimal. So let me now write this amount. Let me now write this amount here below this amount. So let's see what we can get. X is equal to, remember, decimal under decimal, so start with the decimal here and 4 here. Then you have 32, 32, 32. Then you do subtraction. Now here if you subtract 100 minus 100x minus 1x, you get 99x. So here 99x is equal to, remember when you subtract here, 2 is cancelled with 2, 0, 3 minus 3, 0, 2 minus 2, 0, and so on. So here, and when you arrive at the decimal, you take it down. So here you have 0, then decimal, take it down. Then 432 minus 4, this is 428. So 428. Next step, you have to divide both sides of the equation by 99 here and 99 here. Now cancel 99 and 99. You get x equal 428, because you can cancel 0.0 because there's no effect of that point, over 99, and that is final answer. This was one of the most difficult ideas that can face students in grade 7 in choueifat school. Hopefully you understood this idea, and thank you very much indeed.